Hello everyone, my name is Asyrafchazz and welcome back to yet another One Piece card game video, and we have another leaked leader from OP-04. It's none other than Doflamingo. I called it, I said Doflamingo is going to get a leader slot, and he did, and it's really quite cool. It's a green purple Doflamingo. Now, same thing, this is still a leak, it's not officially been confirmed, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be confirmed like within the next couple of days or so. But we have a new Doflamingo leader, also not in blue, so this is a whole new thing. But the color pairing of green and purple might be quite interesting. So let's talk about the leader, the effect, and what could potentially work with those two colors. So let's take a look at Doflamingo from OP-04. Alright, first of all, Doflamingo, there it is. It looks cool. Purple and green, that's pretty awesome. 4 life, 5000 power. It's a multicolored leader after all, and it can attack. Part of the 7 Warlords of the Sea and the Don Quixote Pirates. So I'm guessing this kind of synergy will be for the Don Quixote Pirates, like maybe in purple and in green maybe. We gotta wait and see till we get more OP-04 cards. But at the end of your turn, set up to 2 of your Dawn cards as active. That's actually really good, and it doesn't really kind of narrow you into like, okay, you have to only play potentially the Doflamingo Pirates crew, just specifically those cards. With that ability alone, you can kind of build whatever you want. And some of the people over on the Discord have been talking about specifically the film card strategy, because you have film cards in purple and you have film cards in green, like the Straw Hats, and for purple you have the entirety of SD05 to kind of play with. So that's kind of pretty good. But the ability to just have 2 Dawns active at the end of your turn, like every single end of your turn, means that you can always leave up Dawns for counters. You can play it super defensively. I'm really excited about this leader, but let's take a look at some of the few cards that people have been talking about that work really well with these 2 color pairings in particular. Alright, so the first thing that people thought about is using the film archetype, and it kind of makes sense because you have 2 decent searchers for film cards already in those colors. We have Buena Fiesta, which is not only a counter 2000, but it's a dedicated film type searcher, and also Nami, who can search a film type card other than Nami just by paying 1 on play ability. This is really quite good, and you know, like this Nami already works really well in like red green Luffy, and you know, Buena Fiesta doesn't really have a place to shine yet. I mean, yes, there are lists of the ST05 Shanks leader, but it's kind of overshadowed by a lot of other things currently in the metagame. But potentially with green and purple, you can play a film build using these 2 colors, so that's pretty cool. Like you can play Ain, get a ram right there, and leaving 2 Dawn up at the end of every turn means, you know, you can play Uta. I mean, you can block with Uta, Dawn -1, and then you can pair it with Paradise Waterfall so that you can restand Uta, get out of the attack, and prevent one of your opponent's characters that cost 5 or less from attacking because you are arresting it. That's pretty cool. Like, there's a lot of interaction between these 2 colors. I mean, you got your Douglas Bullet if you want to arrest something as well. It is searchable because it is part of the film type. Maybe the secret rare Uta will come back into play. It's not a super powerful effect, but it is an anthem, and you can potentially do a lot of things with Uta. You can play it for 8, Dawn -2, and then get everything plus 1000 power. You know, make it a little bit more difficult for your opponent to attack to your leader. At the same time, you know, buffing all your characters. Douglas Bullet, potentially, you know how good this card is. It's not, you know, really as popular nowadays, but you know, with the purple and green archetype, this could come back to play. And of course, you have so many events that you can play with. Of course, Hell's Judgment is one of the more popular purple event cards right now, as well as Punk Gibson. You know, this card is also really good, you know, passing 4000 and resting something that costs 4 or less. And at the same time, you know, if you have 2 non-open, you can have 2 Blast Breath. That's really good. You can do the whole Uta Paradise Waterfall thing, restand Uta, and then still hold up another Dawn for Blast Breath. And you know, Union Armado may make its way back into the metagame. So there's a lot. And this is just not even looking at OP-04 cards. This is strictly from what we have so far. There's a lot of film cards in green, especially with Nami. You can play like a Brook that could potentially pair well with some other film type cards. Maybe like mixing in a little bit of Straw Hat in there. And then of course Buena Fiesta as your searcher. It's so good. I think I'm really excited about the prospect of Doflamingo as a film leader. That's pretty cool. But there you go, a green purple Doflamingo coming our way in OP-04, which means we do have our 4 quote-unquote confirmed leaders. We still got 2 more slots, hoping for Miss All Sunday / Nico Robin, hoping that would happen. Not sure what the other one would be. God Usopp maybe, that would be cool as well. But yeah, let me know what you think. I think Doflamingo, people have been talking about the Dragon Ball Super card game, and there's like certain leaders with this type of ability, though I don't think it's that super strong in the One Piece card game as it is for the other card game for Dragon Ball Super. This might still be a really good leader to play. But the problem is, will this multicolored leader stand its own? I mean, within the rest of like the other monocolored leaders, like, you know, like Katakuri is up there, Ace is getting up there, Lucci had some showings, of course Zoro. So like besides like Red Green Law, which is like consistently up there in terms of like multicolored leaders, they can do well. Red Green Luffy to a certain extent as well. I'm excited to see if this multicolored leader Doflamingo will, you know, make its way up to the top of the meta game or something like that, because, you know, this ability is somewhat decent. I think it can turn into a really strong leader. At the same time, I'm excited to see what kind of strategy like this Doflamingo wants to be playing. Like, is it only film? Like, we haven't seen the OP-04 stuff, so that's going to be quite awesome as well. Anyway, that's it for this video. I really just wanted to talk about Doflamingo. I'm excited that it's coming to OP-04 as a leader. Now we got 4 leaders, another 2 to go, and I can't wait to see the alternate art of Doflamingo. And I'm pretty sure there will be like super rares of Crocodile as well as Doflamingo in this coming set, so that's something to look forward to as well. But let me know what you think about this leader. Is it strong? Is it something that you potentially would want to be playing? Let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.